We truly are overwhelmed by this incredible response from his colleagues. Congressman Cow, would you be kind enough to come up and say a word, and then we look forward to hearing from Ambassador Mirador.
My first experience of Tom Lantos came in 1996 when I left the Society of Jesus, came up here, and volunteered for Boat People SOS. And at that time, I was 29 years old, didn't know anything about Capitol Hill, came up here and wanted to meet with Tom Lantos to speak to him about human rights issues in Vietnam. And he opened his doors to me and sat down a young man of 29, spoke about Vietnam like he would speak about Israel, like he would speak about the people that he grew up with. So from my own experience, I saw Tom Lantos as a person not only representing the people of Israel and the people of Hungary, where he's from, but also from the members of other ethnic groups, especially those who have suffered from human rights, from religious rights abuses. And I was reading over the history of Tom Lantos, and I see a lot of connections between him and my own family. My father, after the Vietnam War, was imprisoned in the communist concentration camps for 7 years. And he told me of the many horror stories that he suffered in those 7 years. And I just can see the same suffering and can feel the same suffering that Tom Lantos suffered as he was imprisoned in the Nazi concentration camps during the Second World War. So from there, I can imagine and I can basically envision the strength and the endurance that he had to go through in order to survive, because his story, like the story of my father and the many stories of Vietnamese who had to endure the tremendous human suffering and the tremendous abuses of those governments or those regimes that would put human under such a terrible condition. I believe that he speaks loudly through his own experience and his own work in the U.S. Congress, not only to represent those people who are members of his own religious groups, his own religious beliefs, but also of other ethnic groups like myself, the Vietnamese, who basically have experienced the same experience that Tom Lantos suffered while he was in the camp. So I myself, I am a member of the Human Rights Caucus in the U.S. Congress, and I believe that I am a byproduct of what the work that Tom Lantos did while he was in the U.S. Congress. And I myself, I am very grateful for everything that he had done for the Vietnamese people and for the Vietnamese American here in the United States. So thank you, Annette, and thank you for your family for everything that you have done.